Internets, I'm HamsterBomb, and you guys are going to be joining me playing the Monster Hunter board game. I am going to be trying to run this for you guys. For the next couple hours, I was just going over the rule book, making sure that I'm prepared here, and hopefully I am. This is the first time I'm going to be playing this. And as you can see on our layout and everything we've got, I've got multiple cameras set up so we can do this. Of course, you can see me, and then up here we got another one so you can see the board and all this hot stuff going on. Since we've got some UI going on at the same time, to my cardinal this way, well, I'm pointing left, but this is my right on your screen, so whatever. To my right, we have the Great Geogrus, the monster we're going to be taking out today. I don't know if we can actually see him nicely, but got a very nice large figure of the Great Geogrus. We're going to take this guy down. He's got 50 HP in the quest that we're going to be doing today, and he has a list of things we can break. Over here, you can actually see his information. The Great Geogrus has multiple things that can be broken, and we're going to try to damage those parts. Reason being, just like in Monster Hunter, you damage parts, you get extra equipment parts and things like that. You're going to get goodies for breaking the parts. Also, it's going to affect the battle. Hey, welcome to Jack Appleton and Gojira Fan. I am going to be doing my best to try to manage all of this and the UI and read comments all at the same time. So forgive me if I am a little overwhelmed today. This is our first time doing this. I'm going to try to give you just like the quick lowdown on what's going on before we get into it, because it's kind of a lot. I'm going to be trying to handle most of the board game part. However, I am going to be asking you a lot of questions on what you want to do. Also, welcome Ash Gray. So, you guys are going to be player 2. Here's how this is going to work. We're going to play a 2-player game. And as of this moment, right now, I'm pulling this up on my phone, the results for which hunter class you guys want to play, first place by a smidge, is the Great Sword. You'll be playing as this hunter right here, the Great Sword Hunter. I've got everything set up for your Great Sword over here. This is your weapon, the Buster Sword. The way the different weapons in the game work is you can see there are different numbers down here at the bottom that tells me what kind of damage deck you're gonna have access to. This is Monster Hunter's D&D. Kind of. There is a like choose your own adventure style before this starts, so I'm excited to actually try. This is my first time as well. And so the rest of your armor that you get with a Great Sword is chainmail. It sounds decent, but it's not. The only part of armor that gives you any defense whatsoever is your legs, right here, which you could almost see me pointing at right here. And they give you 1 point of defense. So you have 1. That sucks. And Profeta Mortis, welcome. Got here just in time. You did. I'm just giving everyone the lowdown. So that's the Great Sword. Great Sword is over here. This is your stamina bar, as is mine, over here. And I don't need my phone anymore, because the second place winner of that poll was the Dual Blades. I keep holding things upside down because I'm used to having to do it backwards, but that's not how my camera is today. The Dual Blades, I figured since so many people voted for that and it almost made it, I'll play as Dual Blades. I was going to be Bo for a while. Bo was winning, or the second place. Great Sword was pretty much in the lead the entire time, but Bo was almost there. And I thought I would play range with you guys, and, you know, we can get to see both. But nope, the Dual Blades started getting a ton of votes, so I felt kind of bad and switched over to play Dual Blades. Welcome to Mr. Turtle as well. So, here's the deal. We got to decide a few things before we get started. First of all, we need to see which hunter is going to have a higher threat level. So to do that, I am going to roll this dice. This is me. If I get a higher number than you, I get the higher one. I rolled a 3. Do you roll higher than a 3? You also got a 3. We're just going to redo that completely, to be fair. All right, so I got a 6, and you got a 6? We're tying. A 3 and a 5. Okay, so I have the higher number. I'm going to take this, which is an 8, and you will get a hunter threat level of a 7. Basically, that means the monster is going to prioritize one or the other of us to try to break a tie. It's really all it's for, if it's trying to charge someone. Your icon is still the bow, though. Oh, you're right, it is. Shoot, you know what? I think I can fix that. See, it was going to be bow for the longest time. I can try to get that fixed right now while we talk about what this means. Let's remove that. And I'm going to try to quickly add the new one. See, like I said, I just did this a moment ago, and I'm trying to handle a lot of stuff all at once. So, another thing we're going to have to choose that I will let you guys decide between right now, your first choice, is going to be your Palico. Alright, so here is a bunch of Palico cards. They all have different Palicos of different abilities. You will be able to use your Palico ability once per fight, okay? You get 2 random cards. There they are right there for you, and here are my 2 random cards for me to choose from. I will choose after you. You tell me in the comments which of these 2 Palicos you want to use. You have the option between, I'm going to read them, but you can see them, the Choral Orchestra Ailment Cure and Plunder Blade. Plunder Blade's going to win. I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm going to read what they do really quickly. So, the Choral Orchestra Ailment Cure. Select a hunter within 2 nodes of this hunter and a status ailment type. Place a Palico token and a token for the status ailment type on the hunter's weapon card. The hunter can't suffer the status ailment for the remainder of the hunting phase. Okay, so sure, you could be immune to a status ailment, but I don't know if Great Jagras is going to inflict that. He might inflict stun, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't even get to read Plunder Blade yet, but it's probably going to be Plunder Blade. We have nothing right now. You probably want this. Let's see what this one says. If the monster is within 1 node of your hunter, place a Palico token on one of the monster's break token stashes. If you break this part and complete the quest, you may roll an additional 2 dice on the monster's reward table. That's kind of huge, but I'm going to let you guys decide in case somebody wants the status resistance. Orchestra, just to be nice and pick it. Let him read through the cards first. Yeah, I tried. I mean, but to be fair, that Plunder Blade is a real winner. That's a good one. I'm going to try to quickly add an image here of dual blades. Let's just call that DB. Alright, and I should have all of these images downloaded just in case I needed them. Yep, I do. I just got to figure out where it is in here. There it is. It's going to be real big for a moment, but it's okay. I will just shrink her down. And there we go. No problem. Okay. So, Plunder Blade feels very, very right. Yeah, Choral Orchestra. I'm sorry. I got a feeling that Plunder Blade's going to be the winner. I think I thought 2 is better. Yeah, the Plunder Blade. I'm going to remind you, you guys have 1 defense right now. 1. So I'm going to put that right here. This is where your Palico belongs. We'll scoot everything over a little bit. Needed a bit more space there. And hopefully everything's going to work out. This is the icon that we're going to use for your ability. When you want to do it, you need to let me know. Okay? So there's your Palico ability. Here are mine to choose from. Oh wow, mine suck. I have 2 different Choral Orchestra options. Now, there are no duplicates in this. They're all different Palicos, but still. Choral Orchestra Dodge Boost and Choral Orchestra Defense Boost. So I'm going to be using the dual blades, so I'm going to assume that dodging is better than... Like, I would rather avoid damage than take less damage, but I'll read them anyway. If the dodge boost. If the monster was in 1 node of your hunter, place a Palico token on the monster's behavior deck. The monster's next behavior has -2 yellow, which is agility symbol, making it really easy to dodge. Remove this token at the end of the monster's next turn. Which could -2 could deplete it to 0, meaning I wouldn't have to do anything. So that is particularly nice. Now I have to use it on his next move. Yeah, his next move. So, okay. Here's so you understand how that works. This face-down tiny deck of cards, I'll show you one of them, is the Monster's Behavior deck. We can kind of see what's coming up. Okay, so we can see who the monster is going to be targeting and what part of the monster is going to be exposed. This one says that the head will be exposed and or it will deal damage with the head, I'm not sure yet, and it will target the closer of the two hunters. If it had an eyeball threat level look, it would be going for the farthest hunter. Glass cannon build, here we come. Yeah, I got a bad feeling we're both going to be glass cannons, because if you can see up there at the top on the other side, which I haven't even talked about yet, so you can see me and you. I'm Hamster, you're Internet. It had to be Internet. I call you Internet for all of my videos. You have track of how many potions we have. We share potions. So if throughout our Choose Your Own Adventure part of the game, we both get extra potions, up to 3 max, we share them. Okay, so they just teleport between our pouches somehow. If we need to strategically choose who uses it and when, that's how we're going to do that. Still got to read this Palico, but I'm almost there. And carts. Just like in the main game, carts are exactly what you think they are. You cart 3 times, the quest's over. If you run out of time, quest's over. This deck up here is our time deck. If every turn I flip another card off of this thing, and if I flip the last one, quest's over, we ran out of time. It's exactly like Monster Hunter in that regard. So, luckily from playing the game, we can cozily slide right into this and understand it. I'm going to read the defense boost, but I'm kind of thinking dodge is a little bit better. After enduring Matador and SMT5, I feel confident. Alright, so defense boost. Select a hunter within 2 nodes of this hunter. Place a Palico token on the hunter's weapon card. This hunter gains +3 defense during the monster's next turn. Remove this token at the end of the monster's turn. I made my decision. It's the dodge one. Because, I'll just tell you now, monsters are going to be dealing upwards of, like, 7 damage all the time. And, once again, our health is 8. Okay? We have defense of 1. So you were wearing chainmail, I'm wearing leather armor. This was not my choice. This is what comes with the dual blades. If you're curious how I'm playing here, we got the maxed slicers. And so the main difference between these and the Buster Sword that you are using, I get 10 cards that are 1 damage in my damage deck that I get to flip through. 2 of them are 2 damage. So I'm almost certainly going to be dealing very little damage. The Buster Sword that you have has 7 ones that you could pull, 4 2s, and 1 3. So you're going to be hitting a lot harder. But still, this is early game. We don't hit very hard, period. So that's, for the most part, everything that we got over here. Don't forget about your Plunder Blade when we get to fighting. Up here, this is going to be, just to give you an idea of how this game is going to go. You are going to have the ability to upgrade equipment and craft new equipment based on what stuff you get in the actual game itself. So, when we start our Choose Your Own Adventure part, we're going to get the ability to mine, gather items, and I will have to record all of this stuff of whatever we get over here, written it down, so that when the quest is over, we can actually craft things, make better weapons so we can have more damage output, or actually make some armor. Now, keep in mind, we're just going to be playing the Ancient Forest. We're absolutely not going to finish the entire campaign today. This is going to be a multi-thing. I'm expecting today we're just going to try and take down this Great Jagras, okay? So, and we're kind of getting a base of how the game is going to play. So, our first quest here is going to be against, as I just mentioned, the Great Jagras. We have 35 time cards. I already sorted it out up here. Our Scout Fly level is 2 to 5. We will get to that later. We are going to have to track down the monster. And our assigned starting point is, whatever it's saying is 1? I think I know what that means. I have tried my best to figure this out. So, what we're going to do is take a look at that card. This is the card that associates with this quest. So, just like in Monster Hunter World, we have an assigned quest. You see there is a silver star next to the monster's health on this. That says this is our assignment. We are going to start with this. Once you beat your assignment in Monster Hunter World, you cannot do it again. You have to do another quest in order to fight that monster again. In the board game, it's the same way. You gotta fight an investigation. So you can do up to 4 investigations before the investigation, up to 4 times before you gotta switch. And you should probably do that anyway because we have a limited amount of days. So unlike Monster Hunter World, I think we have 25 days total to actually beat a 4-star monster. This is a 1-star, okay? Monster Hunter board game. Yeah, welcome Starscream and anybody else who was new. We are going to be playing the Monster Hunter board game. You guys are going to be player 2. Great sword. If you need more information than that, you have to back up the stream, as unfortunately I can't keep saying it all day. But anyway, it should be a thing you can just hop right in and play. Here we are on our assigned quest. And assigned starting point is 1 in the Choose Your Own Adventure book. I will read this, and let's see what kind of decisions we want to make and how we want to hunt down this monster. So here we're going to start. So, if starting the adventure here, the group gains 1 potion. Excellent. We actually got a ration. Alright, so, I'm going to try and update this live. Hopefully this works. Good, it does. Alright, so, we got 1 potion. The shoreline near the southwest camp basks in the overhead sun. Bright light reflecting from the shallow pools where Kestanon and Aptonoth water. Use water like a verb? I've never heard someone say water like a verb. Yes, the entire chat is the second player. So whenever I ask you guys a question, which I am about to, then we are, well, actually, almost. We'll get to one that has a question at the end of it, I promise. But when we get to a question, I'm just going to leave it to the chat. I'm going to see whatever the majority of the answer is, like we did earlier with choosing our Palico, and I'm going to go with that for whatever your choice was. And the same will happen for managing your stamina, which I will explain more when we get into combat. Ahead, you see the entrance to the ancient forest, formed by an arch of thick boughs, yawning open like a gaping maw. The sounds from the world behind you fade away to silence as you step under the rich green canopy, leaving an all too brief sense of calm, soon broken as the scout flies excitedly cluster around a huge footprint in the soil. Follow the scout flies, discard 1 time card, gain 1 track token, and progress to entry 21. So, we're going to discard 1 of these. I don't have too much space here. My camera, as you can see, it is right here. Wait, so what does it mean? Are we not taking witches off top? Wait, what? We have Aptonoth and Kestanon water plants? No, they yes, they're watering the plants. No, they are watering. The act of water is what they're doing. So now, just like a Choose Your Own Adventure book, we jump to entry 21 and read what this says. This one has a choice. You follow a well-used trail, scrapes and gouges in the dirt, and along the trees. I read that correctly. You follow a well-used trail, scrapes and gouges in the dirt and along the trees, betraying the monsters that frequently pass through this way. The gnawed bone of a monster, picked clean of meat, lays discarded to one side. Each hunter gains 1 monster bone medium. I will write that down in just a moment, but first I'm going to tell you your decision. So your choices are hurry and follow the tracks along the trail, which lets us gain a track token, or stop to search for other bones nearby, discard a time card. Each hunter gains 1 quality bone and 1 monster bone small. So, if we get track tokens, I'm going to put something in here to hold this book open for me. If we get track tokens, which we got one earlier, I forgot to make sure we got that. These stay face down until we're ready to fight the monster. And I believe the more we find, it's going to affect what extra card goes into the monster's behavior deck. So if you don't get very many, I think you get a worse attack shuffled in there to deal with. And then if you get a bunch of them, you get an easier attack to deal with. So as of this moment, we got what kind of monster bone for sure? Monster bone medium. So I'm going to say we both got 1 monster bone medium. That's actually kind of nice. I don't think you can normally find those. I got 1 vote for Search for Bones from Ash. Keep pursuing the monster, spend more time gathering. Yeah, what do you guys think? Yeah, we need more materials. I think we do need the materials, and luckily, those are different kinds of materials. You will end up finding a quality bone and a monster bone small. It's just going to cost a time card, meaning we're spending extra time doing that. It's like you play in the beginning of a quest. I'd say gathering as well. Yeah, I think we should gather. It's like you, in the beginning of your first quest against Great Jagras, are you worried about timing out, or are you going to gather bones and stuff? Now let's gather more bones. Medium and quality bones are nice. So we might be able to make a quality bone weapon, or maybe some bone armor when we get back. Alright, so 1 quality bone, 1 monster bone small, and discard a time card seems to be the majority here. So, quality bone, monster bone small. Quality bone, monster bone small. Other than that, yeah, there's actually a bunch of other kinds of bones and stuff that you could get. There's a lot of materials in the game. Alright, so now we proceed to entry 23 with that decision. We have another choice here. The brush nearby contains another corpse, another dead Aptonoth, but it might be worth examining further. Gleaning any details about Great Jagras might be invaluable later. Do we spend some time cleaning the bones off so you can take them with you, or we've spent enough time here and hurry on to the Great Jagras? So if we look into the bones some more, we will discard 2 time cards, but each hunter gets 1 monster bone large and 1 Great Jagras scale. That's tougher. I mean, we're here for the parts anyway, right? If you could just find a Great Jagras scale laying around, I'm kind of thinking that might be worth the 2. We already came here. I don't know. Do we hurry up and get on that Jagras? Remember, there were, I think, 35 cards in his time deck, so discarding 2 is not horrible, but at the same time, I wanna see what you guys think. My vote is to actually take this stuff, though we're going to a totally different entry after this. Option 2 for the scale. Option 1 was for the scale, actually. That might be the plan. Great Jagras scale means better gear. It does. It seems to be unanimous right now, so I'm thinking we are going to discard 2 time cards, and we each get a Monster Bone Large and a Great Jagras scale. That gets rid of 2 time cards. And if I can reach this, I'm on a huge table. We each get a Monster Bone Large, which is something we never had yet. We did not find one of these. And I'm going to have to write down, specifically because there's too many monsters and parts for them, Great Jagras scale. Okay, 1 Great Jagras scale for me. Luckily, somehow, everything duplicates for us. We find 2 of everything. Everything's in sets of 2s. Except for that potion in the beginning. I kind of wish we got 2 of those. So I guess the box in the beginning gave us 1 potion, and we're just deciding who gets the ration in times of need. We'll throw it at whoever needs it. Alright, looks like everybody's agreed. We are taking that scale. We're moving on to entry 27. We don't want to waste too much time out here. We could be in trouble. Small Jagras erupt from the bush, surrounding and snapping at you with desperate hunger. You're overwhelmed and, for a moment, think you might be dragged under. Your trainer... Nope. Your training... I was going to say, we don't have a trainer. Your training gets you through, driving the pack away and giving you a moment to breathe. But they're about to attack again. You know, I don't remember hunters actually getting training. You know, from my understanding, they were basically just cavemen with... their only training is going to the smithy and not dying, you know? So, do we fight off the pack, discard 2 more time cards, each hunter suffers 1 damage and then gains 1 sharp claw, progress to entry 12, or flee through the undergrowth, discard 1 time card. So we're discarding a time card no matter what. If we discard 2, we'll take 1 damage from the Scuffle, and we'll get a Sharp Claw. But if we flee through the Undergrowth, we're going to get only 1 time card discarded. We've discarded a lot. If you want, I can count real quick how many we've got in here. This feels like a lot still. Okay. You still got a lot of cards in here. I'd say Flee, Save on Time. If this were for you, we'd have the Weapon Training Quest. That is true. There were Weapon Training Quests in a lot of them, actually. And then in World, you've got those, that big training gizmo thing that they built, so you would attack it. Flee and save time and health, I agree. You guys are leaning on Flee and Save Time. Flee might have to be the option to save time. Alright. We're going to do option 2. We're going to flee through the Undergrowth. Discard only 1 time card. Gotta make sure we can actually fight this guy. And we kept our health. And progress to entry 29. Alright. And there's a huge illustration of a Tobi Kadachi over here. He's going to be our second monster that we will eventually get to. The carcass you stumbled upon... Hold on. 29? Yeah, it says 29. I guess we stumbled upon a carcass. The carcass you stumbled upon is impossibly old. Older than mankind, you're sure. A creature long forgotten, but still, even in death, magnificent. Your breath catches in your throat as you imagine the battles this creature must have fought. Your choice. Reverently take a bone before leaving. Discard 1 time card. Each hunter gains 1 ancient bone. Progress to entry 6. Or leave this tranquil scene undisturbed. Discard 1 time card. Shuffle an ancient guardian card into the time deck. So... I don't know what an ancient guardian card is, to be honest, so we can gauge this. I'm going to find it. Oh, it's right here, actually. So, Ancient Guardian is going to be a time card that can flip over, and it'll say, if the monster resolves a movement symbol during its next behavior, reduce the symbol's value by 2 to a minimum of 0. Okay, so we can nerf the monster. So, do we want something to actually nerf the monster? There's a chance that it'll nerf the monster, only on 1 particular turn, or, because I think, yeah, we're discarding a time card no matter what. Do you want an Ancient Bone? I think we should take the Ancient Bone. I don't need an Ancient Bone for Jagras Armor. No, but how many times are we going to get an opportunity for an Ancient Bone throughout the campaign? This seems pretty legendary. I kind of want it. Also, we have, like, no tracking tokens. We got, like, no options for those. It was all just, like, gathering bones, and we got really up into it, and then we found the Ancient Bone. It feels kind of silly to come all this way to get the Ancient Bone and then just leave. But, I don't know. So, if we're going to be making bone weapons, Ancient Bone is definitely going to come in handy. I can see multiple things that are going to require Ancient Bone. The bone could be useful for other equipment. I'd say let's get a potential advantage over the monster and continue without the bone. We seem to be neck and neck on the decisions right now. I'm going to need somebody to split the choice. Or if I took my own vote out of it, I think we should just go. Or take the potential nerf. That's the thing. So if we kill the Great Jagras with time to spare, obviously, and we never even draw that card, we lost the same amount of time cards, and we're now short an Ancient Bone. A monster nerf could come in clutch. We should take the bone. I think we should take the bone, too. Take the bone. Okay, Jack is leaving. I think we're swaying towards take the bone, just barely. But I'm going to go with that for Jack. We're going to discard 1 time card. I'm saying, math-wise, we're discarding the same amount of time cards. We might not even see that nerf on the Great Jagras. I say we take that Ancient Bone. And it sounds like you guys are mostly in agreement on that. I just hope we haven't wasted too much time. Granted, the only way to get an Ancient Bone is probably from farting around in the choose your own adventure part of this. And if there's any monster that is going to be acceptable for us to do this for, it's going to be this one. After this, we go to entry 6. Which means we might have been pushed back. I think you got to get to 30 in order to find the, yeah, pretty much, okay. So, 6. Just when you are about to lose heart, you come across a pile of Great Jagras dung. Yummy. Left in the wake of your prey. It may be a grisly sight, but it fills your heart with hope as you head for a clearing ahead. Okay, here's our choice. No time to look back. Discard 1 time card, gain 3 track tokens, progress to entry 18. Or, wait, listen. Is that something behind us? Progress to entry 30. We lost a lot of time cards, but 3 track tokens might be just the same as the nerf we wanted, and we kind of get both. Wait, listen, isn't that something behind us? Is kind of a concerning thing for them to say. It just says progress to entry 30. 30 is the last entry, and I can tell you, I think that's the Great Jagras. Just from my guess, I think that's Great Jagras. Or 18 might also bring us to Great Jagras. It's not like you can only close it out on one spot. So, yeah, it's either 1 time card for 3 more track tokens, or possibly get into a fight. Alright, I get Gojira fan says take the track tokens. I'm thinking we should. How many track tokens do we need to find him? You can find him with none. We have 1. I'm not flipping it just yet because we don't know what we have. But the more we accumulate and whatever numbers are on the other side, it's going to determine what kind of card gets shuffled into his deck. Either a good attack or a bad one. So if we don't get a lot of these, he might have like an ace up his sleeve. Versus us fighting him when we get a bunch of them, he might have a really dud attack that's easy to dodge and we can punish him. I have a bad feeling about that thing behind us being worse than the Great Jagras. Let's take the track tokens. It might be, but the board game doesn't have me pull any other monsters out right now, so granted, it could just say, like, Anjanath appears, you have to run, you took 5 damage. You could be right, I don't know. So, I'm thinking we're leaning track tokens. So, no time to look back. Hopefully that also means we're hurrying up and getting this show on the road. Discard 1 more time card. So many we had to discard. And we gain 3 track tokens. We have a total of 4 of them. We don't know what our total is. In the track tokens, there are a few 2s, there's plenty of 1s, some 0s, and a couple -1s, and 1 -2. So if we're really unlucky, we might have like a negative number. So my thinking could be a freaking Anjanath for all we know. It very much could be. So, forgetting that, we're going to move on to 18. You emerge into brilliant sunlight. A fast-flowing river gurgling beside you. A trail of fresh footprints has been stamped into the mud. A path leading you forward. We can follow the tracks, discard 1 time card, gain a track token. We gotta find this guy. Or, stop to examine them more closely. Discard 2 time cards, discard 1 track token. Oh! Yuck! Why would we do that? We gotta kill him! We gotta go! So, either way, we gotta discard another time card. It's, do you want to discard 2 and a track token to examine them more closely? Why would that cost so much? Something's weird there. But anyway, this top one, Follow the Tracks, leads us to entry 28, which is really late in it. Like I said, I think it goes up to 30. So that's likely going to be the actual encounter. Following the tracks, bring us to the Great Jagras. But, you guys still get a choice. Keep going? Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna say we should keep going. Oh, this is a little risky. We could be following a different monster. That would suck. Let's risk it and follow the tracks. Onward. Alright. Discard 1 time card. Gain 1 track token. Entry 28. Here we come. A scream cuts through the air. Up ahead, a bloodied satchel lays unattended on the ground. It seems that something has caught up with one of the field researchers. Surely you can't leave them to their fate, can you? Oh! Here's our options. No, we can't. Abandon the hunt to save them. Discard one track token and shuffle a researcher's favor card into the time deck. Okay. Or, yes we can, search the satchel and head for a safer location! Discard one time card, each hunter gains one coral crystal, then adds one potion to the pool. We can rob them! And honestly, it gives us better gear. So... That's awful! That's awful! This is like a Witcher conundrum where the evil thing to do benefits you way too much. Oh my god. Oh no. We can't abandon the hunt, guys. But at the same time, it doesn't mean we're thieves. Can we just pretend it's Handler and let her die? Oh my god. Never mind. So if it shows up towards the end or the middle, based on what number it is, I have no idea if it's going to bring us to the Great Jogress or not. Whew. Okay, so... Yikes. Okay, so the top one only discards a track token, of which we have 5. I think we have plenty. And we can save this person, shuffle the Researcher's Favor into the time deck, so that's another one of those cards where it might help us. We gain time, technically. However, we could get a coral crystal and another potion if we let this person go. I'm just saying. Put all the cards on the table here. I think that's the better option. Let's help them. We got time to keep. Okay, so that's one vote for helping the person. I vote we let him go. I want that coral crystal and that potion. That potion is life and death right now, but at the same time, like, if this was like a legacy game, I agree with helping them. If this was a legacy game where it would, like, the board game would remember that we did a good thing and we helped somebody, it would come back to help us later. Like, this person would survive and we would be able to have some sort of extra benefit for that. But I could tell you it isn't like that. Just think of objectively what the problem is. We're not bad people. 2-2 so far. I'm trying to sell you on this. It's 2-2. We need someone to break this tie. Because I want that coral crystal. So how good is a coral crystal? Let me see on our board here. Does it show us? Wow, it's actually just other bones, ores, and hides. So it's a pretty rare item. And you are going to need it for multiple things. Y'all are evil for letting them die. And it's playing the quest complete music right now. Help them. Jack says help them, and I think that tips the scales. We were voted into doing the right thing. Darn it. No, we can't. Abandon the hunt to save them. Hopefully, us abandoning our hunt is going to bring us right to the Great Jogress. Hopefully, it's the same monster, and this is all going to work out. So, discard one track token. I'll put one back. Each hunter... No, hold on. And shuffle the Researcher's Favor card into the time deck, and we're going to move on to 15. The quest complete theme. Alright, Researcher's Favor. It was the first card. Alright, so... Since it said shuffle it in there, I might accidentally discard it when we're doing our next time card discarding thing, which would really stink. So when we're fighting the Great Jogress, if this researcher doesn't show up and do something to help us, I'm going to be so mad. I'm not actually gonna be mad. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be very disappointed. You know, I'll be more disappointed if we discard it. Like, we have to, like, I don't know, we go looking for ore or something. It seems like we've done everything but fight this monster. Alright. Progress to entry 15. The light has begun to dim, and the sun is setting behind the tall trees on the horizon. If you plan on maintaining the hunt, you'll need to race ahead, or you can make camp for the evening and resume tomorrow. Yikes! Remember I said this campaign has a certain amount of days. We have 20 days in order to pull this off. We can't waste any time, keep up the chase. Reshuffle the rushed advanced card into the time deck. Progress to entry 30, or strike camp for the night. Discard 2 time cards. All hunters heal to full. We don't need to heal to full, so this seems like a pretty obvious thing we should do. We can't waste any time. We're just gonna move, keep up the chase, which is going to reshuffle the rushed advanced card, which is probably a bad thing. Let's see if I can find it. I already saw one of them in here says, like, Rathalos assist, so Rathalos will, I guess, assume, like, an ambush and come in to attack you. Barely less to know what's about to happen. Well, yeah, let's keep on the hunt. Okay. So let's read Rushed Advanced. Each hunter may move up to 2 nodes. That's just a good thing. So I guess just the more you want it, the better our deck is about to be. Progress to entry 30. Did we read 30? Maybe 30 is the only one where you can finally find this monster. Because we've been searching for a while. I've seen people play this to make sure I was playing it correctly, because honestly the instructions are a little weird. Everything is like, you have to learn how to play it in a strange order, and it was kind of confusing me. Alright, entry 30. I like this quest book in general, you know, by the way. It's a very nice quest book. Alright, entry 30. A deafening roar is your only warning as you suddenly find yourself face to face with your prey. Now is the time to fight this terrifying adversary. Reveal your track tokens, check the scout fly level, and begin the hunting phase. We found the Great Jagras. That behind me option could have been Rathalos. Yes. That thing that said it was, like, what's that sound right behind me? It could have been Rathalos. We're just dead on the first day. Alright, let's flip these over. We got a 2, a 1, a -1, and a 2. Okay, so we got 4. That's good. That's good. Alright, so let's go back here to the scout fly level. It says 2 to 5. I believe what that means is we're supposed to add a certain card into the mix. And they should tell me over here. No, but it's going to be one of these 3 cards that we're going to add. We got 4. Hopefully that's good. Yeah, cracks knuckles. This is going to take me a minute to set up, too. Let's see here. There's the track tokens. Got that. I'm going to find the part that says Scout Fly level. Here it is. Okay, so. Remove the 3 behavior cards. Place the remaining 10 behavior cards on one side. Determine which of the 3 to add the... That's what I'm trying to do. Add the determine card. How do you determine which one? What? Okay. It's got to say somewhere. And then everything else is about combat. Maybe it is in the quest book. I would think it's in the quest book. Yeah, it's got to be in the quest book. Alright. That's really strange that it didn't say that in there. Oh, here it is. It's right here. I'm an idiot. I was on the same page. Alright, so if you finish a Great Jagras adventure with equal to or fewer than the minimum, and our minimum is 2. 2 to 5. 5 is the maximum. We ended up with 4. Shoot, we're in the middle. With more than the minimum but fewer than the maximum, add Jagras Spit to the behavior deck. Alright, Jagras Spit is this attack. He gets a Spit move. Excellent. And what sucks about this... Yeah, I just confirmed it. This is the only one of his moves. Actually, that's probably the worst attack he could have given us. No, he has a forward roll. That would have been worse. He's got one that's a one-shot kill and it stuns. So I'm glad we didn't have that. It could have been worse. But the Jagras Spit is water damage. Elemental damage. Do you want to know what your elemental resistance is right now? Nothing! Okay? Nothing! You get nothing! I like that the art is just him swallowing an Aptonoth. Alright, let's try and shuffle up these little cards. The Dark Souls board game has little cards too, and they're kind of hard to mix up. These two are not going to be used, so lucky for us, we do not have to deal with them the rest of this fight. There is one more thing I am going to need from the quest book to show me exactly where everybody is going to start. That is the monster's attack deck. Let's put these over here, and I will mix them up again later. Alright, I'm going to see this again, because I believe Great Jagras starts here. Alright, yep, we're going to have 2 bush tokens. They're going to act very similar to how they do in the actual game. So if you land on one of those bush tokens, if you can see them, they're pretty big. Then you are going to have -4 to your threat, which all that means is you're going to be less than me. Or I will be less than you. We have any of these positions where we can start. Should we start next to each other, far apart? If a monster charges forward and attacks us, and he will go first, then we could be in trouble and both have to dodge an attack, but... Okay, I would just say, here's your choice. We're about to drown. Should we be next to each other or far apart? We are both melee fighters. Do we want to start like so? Alright, close or far? This is our last decision before it's game time. Who needs element resistance when we have sheer willpower? Yeah, you say that when we have nothing. Didn't we get a potion earlier? No, we didn't, because we didn't rob that guy. Man. Next to each other. Strategically, it'd be better if we hit his flanks. That's another thing to keep in mind. So, we are going to have an advantage for hitting the Great Jagras in different points. If we build up break damage, we can break his parts, which guarantees us extra gear at the end of the mission. Stay apart, keep his attention split, far apart. Your dual blades might flinch our greatsword. Alright, so that seems to be 2 far apart, 1 close together. Can I get 1 more vote? Because I could go like that and just like 50-50, but it doesn't matter to me. We just can't start here. I'm going to say we should be far apart. Let's just go with that. We don't know what this monster's going to do because the monster goes first. Alright, we're ready. My mind's been changed, split up. Alright, that definitely gives us... Oh my god, is this seriously the first? No. Spit Up is his first attack. Alright, so... First of all, he targets the hunter who was farther away from him. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We are both 3 nodes away. I have the higher threat level right now, so he aims at me and does Spit Up, which can go up to 4 nodes away. So basically, it's going to come to me no matter what. And it's going to attack the entire node. Luckily, we split up. And it's going to hit for 5 water damage. And to dodge it, I need 4? Are you kidding me? Ow. Oh, that's horrible. And then he's going to back up twice? Oh my god. Okay, so I need to draw my, or I could just immediately use my Choral Orchestra I might just immediately have to use my dodge boost because I have no choice but to take this hit. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to need my hand of 5 cards. 3, 4, 5. Oh god, I could put 2 cards down and just dodge this instantly, but I'd really rather not. I think I'm gonna immediately use my choral orchestra. How do I do this again? If the monster is within 1 note of your hunter, he's not. Place the pelican token on the map. Oh my god, the monster needs to be within 1 note of me. So I can't do that. I can't tank this hit. I can just run around with less HP. What do you think I should do? Should I just take the hit? God, you know, it's not unavoidable right now. And if it's not unavoidable, I think I'm gonna have to dodge it. I'm gonna try to read some of these right now. I'm gonna say this one. This card counts for 2. And just trust me, they got the numbers on them. This one counts for 2, so that's 2. If my stamina bar fills up all the way with cards, I can't move. It's just like the video game. If you fill up your stamina, you can't attack, you can't do dick. You are done. You can drink a potion and sharpen, but that's going to cost you your turn. It takes time to do that. He might already need the potion. I'm going to try to get away. I do have dual blades, so I have a high evasion deck, so I should be able to do this. I just don't want to give up my only way of attacking. Oh, God. If this card is placed on the first slot of your stamina board, draw +2 for each other attack you play this turn, which inflicts damage. See, like, that's so good. But unfortunately, I can't take advantage of that, so I'm going to get rid of my demon mode to also dodge. So, I'm going to dodge this way because I know he's going to back up twice now that I dodged his attack. It was elemental, too, that spit up. He just started with the spit up, and he spit at me. What a jerk. And he backs up twice. 1, 2... What a dick. Alright, so we collect his poop, we run after his tracks, we go save somebody from him. Oh, we need that to happen now. I don't know if we time card at the end of every monster turn or if it's every one of our turns. That's a big difference. Cards are drawn from a deck to mark the passage of time. Yep, I'm aware, but like when... That's what I'm saying, like this book, everything is, here we are. Separated. Game board, when instructed, I think it's at the end of our turn, not the monster's turn. I can't find it in there. If somebody can find that online, that'd be really helpful. Because I just checked the rulebook, and the rulebook didn't say. There's a lot of things that the rulebook just doesn't say. So he backs up. I'm going to say it is our turn. Oh, this is good. Okay, so... at the end of his turn, I believe I'm allowed to discard as many cards as I want. Which, honestly, these are pretty decent. This one's not so good. Granted, it's gonna get me to him. Alright, so I think, this gets discarded, because it's the beginning of my turn. And I draw up to 5. I'm gonna keep my hand. Okay, this is alright. I'm going first, because I have, the 8, face up, I assume. Like, we can choose who goes first, but I just dodged. Maybe you should go? I don't know. He immediately loses his lunch on us. So I'm going to try and get to him and deal some damage. So, first of all, on your turn, you are allowed to walk, which is move 1 node for free. Everything else you got to pay for. So, all of my attacks, as you can imagine, I need to be within these nodes in order to attack the Great Jagras. I have close range. Now... 2 attack cards from your stamina board. Ooh, that is nice. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to use this round slash card that is 2. Discard that. To move 1, 2. It would cost me a third to get to the sides, so I only have the choice of attacking his head right now. His head is the most defensive of all of his parts. It has 4 break tokens it'll need before it will crush. But if we break his face, the upside is 1, we get an extra part at the end of the quest. But 2, anything where he deals water damage, it turns to physical damage instead, which we can start resisting. So, pretty big upside for breaking his face. So I'm going to try to stack up some break damage on there. Remember, I am allowed to play 3 cards this turn, so I'm going to play 2 more. Before drawing damage cards, if you do draw -1. Okay, yeah, we don't want that. Alright, so Blade Fangs and Blade Dance seem to be pretty good. I'm going to do that. Blade Fangs and Blade Dance. I'm filling up my stamina big time, but I have a card that says Faint that I'm going to discard in just a moment to fill my space back up. Alright, so, first of all, you're really supposed to do this one at a time. So let's just do 1. First of all, I am close to him. I can deal 1 break token. Here it is. Bam, on his face. So that's building up. I get to draw 2 attack cards. I got a 1, a 2. My attack's not finished yet, though. Let's remember I did 2 damage to him. Here's my second attack. Another break token. And then 2 more. Give me that 2. Yeah! 2, a 1. So it did 5 damage. Let's... Oh, my light is making this hard to read. My keyboard. But there he is. He is at 45. By the way, another thing about the Great Jagras, this particular one, he has an ability. This ability is Gluttonous. Each time this monster deals 1 or more damage to a hunter, it regains 1 lost health. So, don't let that happen, please. I'm going to discard Faint in order to remove 2 attacks from my stamina board. Luckily, we had Faint on there. I hope I'm playing this correctly. And now, the turn should be closing. And now I'm going to draw a time card. We're going to read what it says. Actually, it says you get to attack as well. So before the time card thing happens, I think you finally get your moment here. Well, I got 4 and 5. First of all, you can walk. I'm assuming you're going to walk here. And all of your movement cards are 1. So if you want to get in there and actually deal some damage, you need to 1, 2, 3 discard 3 cards just to get into him. Yeah, and by discard I mean fill up your stamina meter to dash. And that would be your entire turn. You couldn't even do any damage. So that sucks. Let me see if there's any that give you movement. There is. There's 1. But, you know what? No, you could deal stun damage. You could deal 1 point of stun damage if you rushed him. You couldn't do any break damage, though. Yeah, that's a bummer. Because you got some really powerful attacks here. One of them, 2 of them actually do break damage. But, yeah, that is as far as you can go. So, it is up to you. Do you want to hang back or charge him and get to either attack the side or the face? And it's going to be stun damage. That's the only way that this is possible. Yeah. Need to walk the dogs in a bit. Alright. Immediately loses his lunch. I'm going to decide if you guys aren't sure what you want to do. If you want to attack him or if you want to hang back for now. At the moment, this flips for me, I think. These tokens, you can't probably see from up there, but this is flipped over and that is flipped up. They're really hard to tell the difference. How much stun does he need? Good question. He resists stun pretty well, actually. And you're going to have to hit him with a stun attack 3 times to stun him. And this would only be your first of 3. So it might not be worth it. I say hang back to be safe. Okay. You still get to recover one... you get to recover one of your cards at the end of each turn anyway, so there is no harm in moving one more. I think we should get a little closer, but not all the way. All right, so it sounds like we should remove one of these cards, and if we're going to remove one of them, I say remove one of these 2. These have to be played at the end of a combo. This one deals break damage, this one doesn't. So I'm going to say remove True Charge Slash. If this attack is placed on the 5th, put draw an extra 2. Holy crap. Honestly, we want to break more parts. We don't want to deal more damage. We want to break parts. We're getting greedy. I say get rid of True Charge Slash. We don't need that right now. So that you can... Oh, no, not discard there. Well, it will be discarded there. I'm going to move you into the bush. If you're going to move one space that's the same distance away, I will discard one from mine. That's what the time card's about to say. What else? Flip your hunter token face down. Each of us do this, I assume. That's confusing, but okay. I don't understand how you flip the hunter token. We just take turns. Discard 1 attack card from the rightmost of your stamina board, which I just did. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand. These are yours. You know what? Let's discard the stun. I don't think it's going to help us that much. Overhead slam, draw 1 attack for each other overhead slam played this turn. You don't have any others. I say discard that. So that you can draw up to 5. You got an overhead slam. And a jumping slash. And a charge up. Alright. Which lets you run for 2, by the way. That's pretty good. Alright, so... I only have a hand of Blade Dance, and it's a pretty good card. I want to keep it. So I'm going to draw up to 5. Okay. The time card says... I'll be back in a bit. Vespoid attack. Wonderful. Your hunter suffers paralysis. So, I don't know if both of us were supposed to... Oh yeah, so your hunter suffers paralysis. So definitely we don't draw these when the monster moves. It would have made sense. But you moved second. I think that just means you get paralyzed as opposed to both of us draw a time card. Because his card over here says that 2 of us move. So I'm not sure. But you're paralyzed. Just if you want to remember that. Bazit. Here you are. Okay. Let's figure out what that means for a hunter. What is this? Freedom Unite? Yeah, you just got attacked by a Vespoid and you're immediately paralyzed. The fight just started. At least you got paralyzed in the bush. Could have been worse. There's a whole page that just has all of these explanations. Monster attacks. And... Okay. No, that's if the monster gets it. I had to have missed it. Here we are. If you have more than 2 cards in your hand, discard down to 2. Ouch. Okay, well. Attack doesn't count towards it again. 1 break. Play next turn. Alright. But you can't move. Oh. Well, you might as well get rid of your jumping slash. You can't finish a combo. And, go overhead slam. Alright. You've discarded down to 2. That stinks. By the way, if you discard your entire, deck here, you just shuffle it and start it over again. You don't have to worry about that. It's when you run out of damage, we got a problem, because then you need to sharpen to shuffle all your damage back up again. Roll to see who's paralyzed. Well, since I went first, I'm assuming the time card applies to the second hunter, but I just discarded your cards. It would be a waste of time to go back and switch this. Yeah, I rolled higher, so I'm assuming that would be you if you really want to do that. But it's okay. I'm assuming that's the way we're supposed to play it. Anyway, Hunter's turn's over. We are going to flip to... I'm flipping my back over. The forward swing. He is going for the hunter that is farthest away, which is you. Even though your threat level is much lower and you're paralyzed in a bush, I think he's still coming for you. Because, yeah, alright, this would only matter if we were the same distance away. So, since he's going for the farthest hunter, he saw you dive in that bush and he's coming for you. First of all, he moves 3 steps forward. 1, 2... he can't go... No, he can go on the bush, but it doesn't apply to him. So he's going to push you backwards. Hey, Upside, you're going to be able to attack him in the face. And I saved a break attack for you. So you can deal some serious damage next turn. Assuming he stays there. He's going to move again. Now, he's going to attack an arc in front of him. These 3 nodes. So I'm not involved in this. It has a range of 1, so it's just right here. The dodge value is 2, which, fortunately, you saved a card that has a dodge value of 2. And it dealt 6 damage if you were to be hit by this. So even though you're paralyzed, you can clutch this out and dodge it. And I highly recommend you do that. I'm not going to assume anybody... Even though you're paralyzed, you can somehow dodge this monster's forward swing charge attack. Just dodge to the side so that you're able to actually do something. Your paralysis is now gone. We've already dealt with it. Okay, now, Hunter's turn. So, what can I do to help you? If we break the tail, he'll immediately suffer 5 damage. Yeah, dodge. I assume dodge. Now, unfortunately, you only have 1 card, which kind of stinks. And for forward swing, only 1 hunter gets to act, and I can only play 2 cards to help you. Let's see. First of all, your stamina, shoot. I want to fill this up so I can put demon mode down. That would be great. But I can't use it. Alright, so I'm able to walk. I'm going to use my walk to get in range. Actually, if I do this, I can get in range of either the back or the side. And I'm going to choose the side and just go ham. Because the side is easier to break. It only takes 3. And I'm going to do a ton of damage. So I'm going to play 2 Blade Dance, both of which have break on them. And then I'm going to play another Feint after this to get rid of these. Alright. So, Blade Dance, which will do 1, 2, 3, and a break on the claws. Blade Dance. Another break. 4, 5. I am all out of my 2s, but we put him at 40 health, and so far he's not hit anybody, so he's not healing. Alright, if we can get 2 more breaks on his head, it's broken. If we can get 1 more on the side, it's broken. And I think you can pull that off on your turn, which would be great. I'm going to discard Feint to remove these 2 cards here, because I really want to use Demon Mode, and I can't do it unless I placed it in the first slot. It's kind of hard. Alright, so that is out of the way. The turn has ended. I read a time card. Flip your hunter token face down, so I go face down, you go face up, means that your next turn. Discard 1 attack card from the rightmost of your stamina board. I can finally remove that. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand. You know, double slash is kind of weak. I'll discard it. And then draw until you have 5. Oh, hey, this is Researcher's Favor. That person's coming back to help us. 1, 2, we'll see what they do in a moment. 3, 4 cards to put me back at 5. All right. I hope you're happy. This is Researcher's Favor. That person that we saved before, that we didn't rob. During the next player's turn, that's you, attack cards will inflict damage, which inflict damage gain +1 break. Whoa! Yeah! Alright, so let's leave that out so I remember. Researcher's Favor. Somehow this guy is just like, yo, go, go. Oh yeah, use your Plunder Blade at some point too. Don't forget about that. He's just like, go, go, go. And you just start chopping away at the monster. So, first of all, that's for the player's next turn. So we're going to save this because what's actually going to happen is Great Jagras is going to do a belly slam. And it is got a huge range. And it's really hard to dodge and it hits really hard. Crap. Okay, so it's going to go for who was nearest. Right now, nearest is me. And it's going to affect you anyway. It doesn't matter. It hits this whole area. Oh, God. It's going to hit us both. I just discarded down. Dang it. I can't. Oh, it sucks. Oh, hold on, hold on. I can use Choral Orchestra. Is the break a good time to use Plunder Blade? Use Plunder Blade whenever you're 1 node away, I think. If the monster is within 1 node of your hunter, place the Palico token on 1 of the monster's break token stashes. Okay, so if you break this part and complete this quest, you may roll 2 additional dice on the monster's reward table. Alright, so if you're going to place one somewhere, you can put it on the side and just break it right now. And that guarantees that we get it. So if you want to use Plunder Blade, you can just shatter the side. Be done with it. Or put one on the head. But if you're going to attack this coming turn and try and get on his head, Researcher's Favor is going to help you break and deal more break damage to the face. Or you can start working on the tail. I'm going to use mine, though, because I need this dodge pretty badly. Monster's next behavior is -2. Remove this token at the end of the monster's next turn. Alright, so I am using mine right now. So at least this attack that I need to dodge a 3, I only need to put down a 1. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Okay, I only have 2s, honestly, and my only other one with a break is a 1, but I don't want to get rid of it, so it looks like I'm not going to be able to use Demon Mode, so I'm going to put... Well, I only need to get to 3, man. I will get rid of Bladed Fangs. Alright, so I can't do any break damage this coming turn. It's going to be all you. I'm getting rid of that so that I can successfully dodge out of the way. I'm going to dodge this way because I'm not in the arc anymore. You got to figure out how to dodge then. Use the Plunder Blade on its claws. Alright, Plunder Blade on claws. Yep. Alright, so if we use Plunder Blade on claws, boom. That is broken. And it has the Plunder Blade token on it, meaning we're going to get bonus parts of the claws when we're done. So, you got to figure out how to get out of here. And you only have 1 dodge right now. Yeah, you're taking this hit. Ouch! I think you're using our potion. So basically he does like a huge boom slam right here and knocks you on your butt. You didn't have a guard or anything, did you? Nope. Because you got a greatsword, but no, he totally gets you with this. So you're down to 1. Ouch. Ouch. Potion is a full heal, by the way. Is there a block option? There would have been if you weren't paralyzed. Well, here, and I don't even know if you had... It's in your deck, basically. Since you have a greatsword, there are some cards that say, like, you can guard, but since you were paralyzed, you only had 1 card in your hand, and it's an attack. So you're just tanking this. There's nothing I could have done. Some of the Palicos are healing ones, of course, that, you know from playing the game, but yeah, we didn't get that. I got a dodge one, so that is all that helped me there, and that was it. So that's the end of his turn. It moves to you. You don't get to draw anything. However, you could break 2 pieces in this one turn. By using Plunder Blade, you already broke 1. And now you'll be a real hero. Use your walk, is what I recommend, to go here for free, so you don't have to discard anything. Since he was facing this way, you touch the line, you get to choose whether you hit the side or the face. Choose the face. Play your only card, which is Rising Slash, which will deal 1 break, and then Researcher's Favor deals the extra break. Face is broken. And then you dealt whatever 2 damage is here. Oh, also, that was a physical attack, so you're technically not at 1, you're at 2. Look at that! Yay! Go for the head? Yes, we're going for the head. Bust him. Bust him up. Thank you, Researcher's Favor. It's helping us break these parts. That's great. Alright, so now you finally get to deal some damage. We're going to flip 2 of your cards over. Your first one is a 2. Give us that big 3. The 2 is good, though. And a 1. You dealt 3 damage. Can't see. 37. Alright. You still got a ways to go. Oh, also, that's not entirely true. Remember, he has the ability Gluttonous. And he healed when he hit you. He's actually 38. And I need to write our breaks, actually. I forgot to do that. So, let's see. We now can remove these. Head. Claws. Cool. So. Yep, go for the head. Alrighty. Well, we only had 1 turn that we could do after that. Right now, he's going to be going to the nearest hunter. Oh my god, are you going to die? Are you carding? I think you're carding. Because our next one, he goes back to the hunter again. I can't do anything. Oh, hold on. You get your own time card. Maybe your time card is going to help you here. Best boy attack. Oh my god. I promise I shuffled these. Do we deal more damage to broken parts? No. However, if you break the tail, you will automatically deal 5 damage to the monster. So if we focus on the tail after this, we can probably just wipe him out with that 1 hit. So by severing the tail, you will likely do that. But yes, Vespoid attack to you. Flip your hunter token face down. Which means mine goes up. Discard 1 attack card. This doesn't matter. None of this matters. You're so dead. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand. You don't have a hand. Draw up to 5. This doesn't matter. You suffer paralysis. So you're only going to have 2 cards that I choose from here. It's possible you could dodge this, so whatever it is, you have nothing but ones, so I don't see how it's possible you could dodge this. No, one of them is Greatsword Block. Discard this attack card when attacked by the monster to gain +3 defense for the duration of the behavior. And you have 2. You can try. This is actually Freedom Unite. You can't change my mind. Do you have another guard? Maybe you could discard 2 guards. No. You don't. You may discard this attack card after placing it on your stamina board. Yeah, it's not gonna help you. Truly, none of these are gonna help you, but I'm gonna keep the block in your hand, okay? So, you at least you're paralyzed, but you're paralyzed behind your shield. That's terrible. Death by RNG is about to happen. Now, we can cart multiple times, but, you know, bad things are about to happen. So he's going for the nearest hunter, which is obviously you. Oh my god, he's actually going to reach me with this. Oh, no, is he? Yes, he totally will. So, let me translate this for you. He's aiming at you. He's doing a belly roll left, but he rolls this way. And by doing that, all nodes here, basically both of us, are in trouble. And this deals stun if you can't avoid it. And you need 3 to block it. However, if you use Greatsword Block, you can block 3, your armor does 4, he's dealing 7, so you're still kind of dead. That's not good. Okay, well, I'm assuming, Kaplam, since you got knocked out, we got a cart. I'm gonna give you your health back. Well, we didn't use our potion. I believe when you cart, you automatically lose 2 time cards. One, it's a blue one. Ah, the red one! The rushed advance! We lose it! No! Each hunter may move up to 2 nodes. Honestly, that's not as good as the other one was. The other one was pretty clutch. So, shoot. Anyway, I still have to dodge this. But, one other thing that's going to happen is you get a free sharpen. I assume you get a free sharpen. That's how the video game works. If that's not how the board game works, the board game's wrong. Also, I'm just going to shuffle, well, I guess we don't have to shuffle your other deck yet. Alright, so. There's that. Man, that was a bummer. I'm going to try to dodge this. I only have to get to 3. Which means I have to get rid of 2 cards no matter what. And then I'm only left with... I can't break... I'm going to discard or use this one. That's 2. Double / rapid spin. Alright, this one stinks. Alright, get rid of that card. So, I'm going to dodge... I think I have to dodge this away to get out of the range. And now this is my hand. I'm back. You missed a lot. Yeah, Cameron, that was really bad. As you can see, internet died. He got stung by a Vespoid again. However, that one guy did come back to help us. Alright, so we both get to act on this turn, which is actually really good. So that was a devastating turn, but you get to come back on one of these positions. I'm going to assume you want to be here, because you could just go ham right here. Destroy him. Oh, this also goes. Your stamina board is completely clear, obviously. Okay. I don't have a lot of room to attack, and I've only got these 2 cards anyway, and I'm going to be stammed out. We also got, paralyzed twice. Of course, Vespoid. Okay, so, let me see here. Yeah, it's my turn now. I'm gonna walk here. Well, actually, I don't deal any break damage, so I guess this really doesn't matter. But I'm gonna, Shoot, I want to hit the tail, but I can't do any damage to the tail because I don't have any break cards right now. I guess I'm just going to move right here. And, this is what I'll do. I'll use double slash first. So I will do 1, 2, 3, and then round slash, which lets me attack once and then move away. 4, and I'm going to move away into the bush. Okay, so I dealt 4 to Jagras. Oh, by the way, actually I only dealt 3 because he's going to heal 1. Puts him at 5. 35. We haven't done that much. We've just been focusing on breaking things and we haven't dealt any freaking damage. He's got so much more to go. Unlike my first Master Rank quest. Yeah, this is rough. We still have our potion. You've used both of our Palico abilities. We did break 2 of his pieces, but it doesn't mean too much. We really need to break this tail. Alright. That is the end of my turn. I can't do anything more. Now it's your turn. Luckily, you spawn here, and you're about to, hopefully, really wreck him up. You're allowed to play 2 cards. And, oh, give me something with... You have 1 card with break, so you can at least start this. Playing this card doesn't count towards the maximum allowed by the game. Awesome. You can play a charge. Alright, so we're going to start with a charge to inflict extra break. Maximum towards the max. Doesn't gain 1 for the next attacks card you play for this turn, which inflicts damage. Alright, so if it's 1... Let's put... Yeah, we want to play this good one, but we can't. Your best attack, then, is going to be a wide slash. You can discard this attack as soon as you put it on the stamina board. So you deal 1 here, which is a 2. Awesome. And it puts a break on his tail. Next up, you get a Rising Slash, which puts a 2nd break on his tail. We are 1 away from breaking everything. But then we gotta actually kill him, which is gonna be hard. We're not even close. Now you deal 2 of these. You got your 3! And a 1. 4 more damage. Put this at 29. Okay. That tail is almost there. You get to discard Wide Slash, because that's just its ability. Rising Slash is actually here. Oh shoot, I just moved everything. Okay. I'm gonna need to sharpen it a bit. I can only deal 2 more. In fact, I'm in a bad state. I might want to just, oh god. I might want to take the sharpen. And, don't need the potion. I've been able to dodge everything so far. Okay, so, from here, we read the time card. We gotta flip these over. This one says, keep hunting. No downsides whatsoever. Okay, so it's just keep hunting. Flip your token, discard 1 from the stamina boards. Okay. Discard any number of cards from your hand and draw back up to 5. Almost halfway through his health just breaking things. We're really working on breaking those things, because we're going to need a lot. I would say discard Tackle. You don't need that. And Troop Charge Slash. You know what? It's pretty good. Ooh, that is pretty good. How about we keep that there? We're going to draw you back up to 5. You only have 2, but we just reshuffle this. Three, 4. You do have a guard in here. You have 2 blocks. Okay. You have 2 blocks. If he decides to go for you, you're so freaking safe. Okay? Alright. I, however, am not in a good position right now. I'm stammed out. Alright, so Jagras is going to head slam the nearest hunter, so he's going to turn around. You did just kind of chop up his tail and almost cut it off in one go. He is going to, let's see, move 2 nodes towards you, which even though he's going towards the edge, he's going to push you. I'm going to say he pushed you this way. He pushed again. 1, 2. He's going to attack this arc right here, so it is missing me. It is a 2 to dodge this. Or you could try to block some of it. You could actually... You know what? If you do both of your greatsword blocks, discard both of these cards, you will take no damage. You can totally block it. Block? Yeah, I think you should block. Yeah, I think you can do both. I don't see any reason. Like, it doesn't make any sense in Monster Hunter the video game, like, double blocking, but you have 2 guard cards, and if you discard them, and there's nothing that says you have a maximum of these to discard, it doesn't say on the card. I say block them, take nothing. You still have 3 cards in your hand in order to attack. Didn't you move last? Yeah, you just attacked him, right? I think so. So these are backwards. Full block. All right. So you are still kicking with full HP. We got to get around to that tail. Let's see. Yeah, it is his turn again. That's it. Yep, he's going to continue. Well, hold on. No. He just attacked. It's your turn. Or my turn. Yeah, now it's my turn. I'm losing track of everything. All right. So, where the heck is my hand? Do I have a hand? Did I stam out that bad? I need to have a hand. I was supposed to have something. I think I was supposed to draw these and I forgot for me. Alright, so here's my last set of cards. If I want... Ooh, I gotta... So you can't attack and sharpen in the same turn. I don't think you can. Let me make absolutely sure. Sharpen. Okay. When your damage deck is empty, your hunter's attacks will cause no further damage until your hunter sharpens their weapon. So I could try sharpening, but I already passed my 2s, and there's not much good in doing it. Once during your turn, if you choose the preparation actions, you may shuffle your discarded damage cards into your damage deck to sharpen. When a hunter's damage deck is empty, the attack cards can't be played and will cause no damage. Alright, so, bonus movement. Where are the other preparation actions? I want to see what else I could do, because I know right now I could basically heal for free. But, like, use our potion I could, but... Yeah, I really need to sharpen pretty badly. I could attempt, because I can only put 1 card down. Yeah, I can't... I could try to attack him, but... Actually, I could. I have to sharpen next turn, but here's what I can do. So, I'm gonna discard Feint to remove 2 cards from here, so I have a little room in my stamina. I'm gonna walk here. And now... Oh, no. I really should have sharpened. My weapon's about to do nothing. Face tank this oversized iguana. I'm about to do nothing, and then I'm not going to be able to dodge him. I'm going to go here by using lunging stab. So, It does 2. I'm supposed to actually do a lot more damage than this, but I get to move 1 with lunging stab, and they're 2 1s. My weapon is now completely broken. I don't even know if that was worth it. However, I wanted to get back here so I could do this blade dance for my last move. It's supposed to deal... Remove 100 node before drawing damage cards. If you do, draw 1 less. You know, that's the same. Yeah, let's just do that instead. That's the same amount of damage. Alright, retconned myself. I can move my hunter. And now, I can do 1 point of break damage, which is all that is necessary to break the tail. Boom, everything's broken. Alright, everything is broken, and when we cut his tail, we immediately deal 5 damage to him. Boom. Okay. So that was an okay turn. That was an okay turn, but right now, I can dodge if I absolutely have to, but I need to sharpen next turn. So if he's gonna hit me, I say let him hit me, and I will use the potion and whatever. All right. Oh, yeah, time card. Threat shift. Flip your hunter token face down. Yep, and yours goes up. Discard 1 attack card from the rightmost slot of your stamina board. Hey, that frees you all the way up. You've got a completely empty board. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand. Actually, I don't know if that applies to you. This is just my turn, I think. Maybe it does. That would be fair if it did, right? I think it does. I haven't been doing that yet, so that's another one of those things I'm not sure. The rule book's kind of weird. Draw attack cards until there are 5 in your hand. All players pass their hunter token to the player to their left. We're just switching these then. Though we still switch like who's stand out. The facing hunter should match the facing of the previous. All right, so basically I'm still exhausted from my turn. It is going to be your turn next. But he is shifting threats. So now he sees you as the threat, not me, even though I just cut his tail off. That makes no sense. Down to less than half now. Let's bag this sucker. Let's get him. Okay. I'm really in trouble. But he's going to headbutt. Who will he headbutt? Oh, you just got rid of both of your guards. Uh-oh. Oh, no, and you need a 3 to... Oh, God. Well, it's going to be bad. Okay, first of all, he's going to the nearest. You now have the 8, so you break the tie. So he takes 3 movements towards you. 1, 2, 3. You guys are now far away from me. He attacks the node in front of him for 6 damage and stuns. And you need 3 to dodge it. I'm just going to tell you right now, you don't have 3. You can't even put 3 down to do it. So, I think you're taking this again. I was really hoping he would go for me because I have to sharpen anyway. Great. Okay. I think he's hitting you. I don't know what else I can do. What's stun? This... I was hoping for a reminder here. Alright. Hunter's Suffering Stun. Choose 1 attack card from your hand and place it face down on your stamina board. If you can't place a card on the stamina board, stats it has no effect. Alright, that stinks. Look, I'm going to find your worst card and put it face down on your stamina board. Your worst card is definitely True Charge Slash. You can't do anything with that. Okay. Wow, that stunk. This legit feels like my first time playing in World. Yeah, this is actually tough. He has so much more health left. As long as another Vest Boy doesn't show up, we'll be fine. I don't know. Right now, you kind of need the potion, and I need to sharpen badly. So it is your turn. Unfortunately, you don't get to draw or anything. Oh, hold on. You don't take all of that damage. You're actually at 3. You do have a little bit of defense. We don't have much defense, but we do have something. So you do have 3. If you could theoretically guard another attack and bring it down to like 2, you would have been okay. But even if you blocked both hits equally last time, I think you'd be at about 3 anyway, so it's whatever. Though your defense would have factored in twice, maybe using the guard and then the guard on both of these hits would have been smarter. Alright, so you're allowed to play 2 cards. You could basically combo both of these. You're allowed to walk. Hitting the monster anywhere right now is good. He is damaged everywhere. It doesn't matter. We don't even have to worry about break. You can just flip 2 cards over, and you get to move. So, I would say overhead slam first. You need to get away from him. Or just move into the bush. Honestly, move into the bush. So, you get to flip 1 damage. It's 1. Then I say you tackle. Which is 2. You dealt 3 to him. That's good. Okay, we're getting somewhere. This also does stun to him. I'm going to put this here. He needs 3 stun counters, I think, in order to actually have that proc. So it might be a bit. Luckily, since you carded it at an opportune time, you got a free sharpen out of this. You're almost stand out, and you have no cards in your hand. So that does stink, but you ended up in a bush. So hopefully he will target me. Looks like next one he's targeting the farthest hunter, so he will ignore you. He is coming for me now. And I need to sharpen. I might have to take the potion. We only have 1 potion. We should have robbed the man. Now, he helped us break everything, but still. Okay, so that's the end of your turn. Time card happens. Rampage. Flip your hunter token face down. I go back up. Discard 1 attack card from the rightmost of your stamina board. Gives you a little bit. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand. You have nothing. Draw cards until there are 5 in your hand. During the monster's next turn, its behavior card has 0... Oh! The monster's basically in rage mode and gets to act twice. Here's your hand. Crap! This could be really bad. Depending on how bad this attack is. It is really bad. Oh, God. Okay, first of all, he targets me. He takes 3 steps towards me. 1, 2, 3. Pushes me back a little bit. I do have a hand to dodge stuff. And I'm going to need to do it. Front claw smash. Luckily, you're out of range of this. It does 7 damage. So I'm going to have to dodge with these 2 in order to get away from that attack. I'm going to get away this way into the bush myself. Though actually it doesn't matter. Threat level, it wouldn't matter. So I'm just going this way. Alright, so I have a 1 left over. And if I have to dodge with this, I am probably going to eat this next move. Because, no, now he's going for the furthest away. Which is going to be you. Okay, so that was dealt with. We don't get a turn. Belly charge. Yeah, uh-oh. Oh, we're so cooked. We might be cooked. He's coming for you. He takes 3 steps. 1, 2, let's go 3. He's dealing 7... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Are you dead again? It takes 3 to dodge this. You can only put 2 down. You can't dodge if you wanted to. Why did he have to go into freaking rage mode right now? I think you're dead again, and we're down to 2 cards. This is about to get really bad. So he's dealing 7 damage to the area in front of him. I don't see how you can possibly get out of this. Did I discard from here? You know, this is the determining factor of life or death. Whether these cards affect every hunter or just the hunter that we're talking about. I feel like it should affect every hunter, personally. If it affects every hunter, then the game is, like, much easier to play. If it affects just the hunter reading the card, I think it's just the hunter reading the card. I think it's just the hunter reading the card, because you're out of space here. He didn't give us a turn. I think you're dead. Again. Get another free sharpen. Hurrah. Ouch. We haven't even gotten a chance to use the freaking potion yet. This is not good. Okay, we need to be more sparing with your guarded attacks. Feels like when you play Monster Hunter, but you're drunk. He went into a rage mode when we were not ready. What was I supposed to do? I need to sharpen and the monster starts going, like, completely berserk? Alright. You're gonna spawn, somewhere. But we get 2 turns after this. I'm gonna assume you want to spawn here so you can actually get a chance to do something. Yeah. At least I'm far away from him. I'm sharpening. And I think that clears my stamina board as well. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that clears my stamina board. I could be wrong. How do I only have 1 card in my hand? Actually, it won't matter, because I'm going to sharpen anyway. So, that's the end of this deck. I am sharpening. Alright, so this is my new hand I'll be able to draw from. Here's my damage. I only have 2 measly 2s in here, and everything else is a 1. I get to hit a lot, but yeah. Game's robbing the guy wasn't the strat. Wait, guess robbing the guy wasn't the strat. This thing is just out for blood. I don't know. You didn't even get a chance to use that potion. You didn't get a turn. He went in a rampage, like, as you got hit. And hit you twice. There's nothing you could have done. Alright, so I sharpened. Cleaned up my stamina board. We discarded the other advantageous cards, so that really stinks. I do still get to walk, so I'm going to walk 1 closer towards him. Oh, boy. And guess what I stepped on? I stepped on a poison cup. Let's read about this. Flip your hunter tokens. Discard 1 attack card from the rightmost of your stamina board. I can't do that. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand, and now draw 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a hand again. If we lose after all this, I swear. Let's see what this poison cup does. Roll a die. On a 1 to 3, place 1 poison token on the monster's physiology card. On a 4 to 6, your hunter suffers poison. 4! No! Alright, I am poisoned. What does that mean? I think it means I take 2 damage at the beginning of my next turn, so I might as well just take 2 damage now. God, the 2 damage could be life or death, too. I wonder if I should just potion now. Hunter loses 2 health at the end of your next turn. I'm just gonna do it now. we're gonna forget about it. Like, he doesn't do any attacks that are less than 6. Like, I am in lethal range right now. Our luck is garbage. Yes, it is. Our luck is absolute trash. If we can somehow pull out a win, it's gonna be really, really nuts. Okay. That was both of our turns. Awesome. He's coming for me. How wonderful. Oh my god, he's doing an attack that... So, first of all, he faces me, moves 2 forward, and does Jagras Spit. He spits at me, does a range of 2. Wow, this is... this entire area is engulfed in spit right now. It does 7 damage, so it is lethal if I don't get out of the freaking way. But luckily it is only a 2 to evade. Dang it. I could have used Demon Mode again. I'm gonna get rid of Demon Mode. Again, I can't use it. I have to evade this. Alright. Now, I'm supposed to technically move 2 to dodge this, but I'm assuming... I'm not sure. Maybe I am supposed to be here to move 2 to dodge because I paid 2 to make it dodge 2. Whatever. I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't take the damage. Only 1 hunter gets a turn after this. You're face up right now because I sharpened last time, so it is your turn. Crap. Okay, so you get to walk for free. You're in range of the Jagras. You don't need to do anything other than hit him. What's the best thing you could possibly do? You got a Rising Slash, which does 1. Draw 1 for each overhead. Oh. How many attacks do you get? 2? Oh my god, you're about to make an amazing combo. You have so many overhead slams. Okay, so you have an overhead slam sitting here. We're going to play another one. If I stand you out and you die, it's my fault, okay? Please, this better not happen. We have no more room for error. Yeah, you need to evade. Yeah, I did. But you dealing... He's going to go for the hunter who was nearest to him, who's going to break the tie, you. So he's going for you next. You're going to need to heal with the potion next turn. Big number. We're going to go for big numbers. How much health do you have? 19. Jesus! Okay. Use the potion next turn. So if he uses this, it's 1 plus 1 for each other overhead slam you played this turn. I only played... each other is 0, so you only got 1. That's not a big number! Damn it. Now, you have another overhead slam. You're allowed to play it. It will stand you out. But, now... Or you know what, instead? It's too late. We already committed. We already put that card down and saw what it was. 1, 2, 3. He's so close. He is so close. Alright, this could be bad. You have nothing to block with, by the way. Alright, time card. Because only 1 player got to act on that turn. Keep hunting. Okay, nothing bad happened. Nothing bad. I was hoping for you to, like, really tear into him there, but your greatsword was doing, like, piddly damage. You did nothing to him. 100 tokens flip. Discard this attack card. Discard any number of cards from your hand. You know what? If we discard all of them, we have a better chance at getting guard up, and you could block this hit. Because he's coming for you. Rising Slash is really good, but we don't even care. So I would say discard those. Take 5 new ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give us a shield. No, of course not. You do have charge up, though, which helps you evade for 2. So you got a pretty good evasion, which is even better than blocking. You're good. Just pray he doesn't go for me as well. Belly roll right. Oh, he's on me! Wait, no, hold on. No. He faces you first. Then he belly rolls right. Did he miss? No, I think he's still... It's range of 2. 1, 2. Okay, so somehow... That makes no sense that he hits all of that range. He has to hit here. I think he missed you. I think he missed you. Okay, so if he does a belly roll from here, boom, 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 and he lands here, why on earth would he still hit you there? That makes absolutely no sense. I'm assuming he was supposed to mean this area. He belly rolled from there. Okay. So, awesome. We both get to act, too. He has to die. We need to kill him. Oh, I am in a bit of a bad state, too. Okay, so... I need a hand. I don't have a hand. Why do I not have a hand? Oh, I do. It's over there. Huh. I have 4 cards. Okay. I'm allowed to walk. We need, like, a really mean combo. Next, he's going for the nearest player, meaning me. Unless I can back away and have him go for you. You are stammed out big time. Wait, no, hold on. You're gonna heal. You're safer, actually. I should back off. Alright, so, how do I can play 2 cards. So, our best combo is Lunging Stab. I can do +1 if this is the first attack card I play this turn. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. It's something. He's at 12. Bladed Fangs is my second card. It deals break damage, but that doesn't matter for us. It will deal 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got one of my 2s. He's at 9. We are so close. We are so close. I do have the option to move. Oh, shoot. Since I played that in that order, I can't move anywhere else. So I have to stand here. And he's now aiming for me. That's okay. I can dodge. I think I can dodge whatever he's got planned. I think he missed. Wait, hold on. Feels like when you're in a hunt and you have no heals and no more cards, but the monster is almost dead. So auxiliary, he's almost there. He's in single digits. All right. I draw a time card. Please don't let something bad happen. Brief Respite. Flip your hunter token face down. Brief Respite sounds like a good thing. Discard 1 attack card from the rightmost of your stamina board. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand. These are both really good. I'm going to keep them. Draw up to 5. I got Demon Mode back, but I still can't use it. Demon Mode has to go in your first slot. It's not even a very good card. You may discard 1 attack card from any slot of your stamina board. Oh! This one. Doesn't matter. I mean, they're all the same. Okay, so I guess to get it back again. Okay. So I got a little bit of stamina back before he came charging at me again. He's limping! He's limping! Okay, this is the last card here before we have to shuffle up what he does. Heavy Bite. It is easy to dodge. Alright, so he turns to me. He takes 2 steps forward. 1, 2. Oh, you got him. You got him. Come on, can you deal 9 after this? And I just have to put down a 2 and I can dodge this attack that deals 6. So I think I only have 6. Yeah, that's lethal damage to me. And I'm going to discard Demon Mode because I can't use it. It has to go in my first slot, and I've never had the opportunity. I've been dodging constantly. Alright, so, yeah, my armor didn't matter. I took poison damage. I didn't even take damage from him. Alright, so there's 2, so I get to dodge. I'm going to dodge this way. And that is it for his deck here. I'm going to shuffle up his cards. Oh, hold on. Do we both get to attack? No, just one of us does. But that one of us is you. Let me shuffle him up so we can see what he's even going to do next. You are so stammed out right now. Do you need the potion? No, you don't. You can pretty much play one card and hit him with one thing. And it better be good. Yeah, you could tank a hit. Whoops. Let's shuffle a little bit more because I dropped something. Alright. His next attack goes for the farthest hunter, but we're both equally far right now, so that's not really anything. Okay, so, your turn. You have so little over here. Your strongest attack that you can only play with one is a Rising Slash. Yep. I'm going to say you're playing Rising Slash so you can flip 2 cards over. Ooh, you may discard after placing it on the stamina board. Never mind. You're playing this instead. Wide Slash to do 1. Literally 1. That sucks. But he's so close. 8. And now you can discard it. And now play Rising Slash. Because it opened back up. And it does 2 of these. A 2. 1, 2, 3. Come on! He's so close. Okay. Please don't let something stupid happen. Brief Respite! Again! He is so tired! Oh my god. Flip your Hunter token face down. I'll go back up. Discard 1 attack card from the end. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand. I want you to keep charge up so it helps you dodge. Wide Slash actually just helped you a lot last turn, so save that and get rid of Tackle. Draw 1, 2, 3. Ooh, you could Jumping Slash next turn. Oh, you're going to end this in style. Okay, Brief Respite is over. I wish it would say the monster doesn't get a turn. Like, that would help so much. Just 5 more. Okay, we got back-to-back respites. So, that was... Didn't it say you may discard 1 attack card from... Yep, so that's a bonus one. You get to discard a bonus one, so I'm going to get rid of this. So you got some extra stand back. He turns to the farthest hunter. You takes 2 steps forward. And he is going to do Jagras Spit, which attacks the entire node. It is just a 2 to dodge this. It's not that bad. You have charge up for this reason. This card is a 2. You dodge that. I'm assuming you want to dodge that unless you want to throw. Jump in the bush. Okay. Only one hunter gets to act, and it's me right now, so I get to walk up behind him and try to deal 5 damage. I don't know if that's possible. It might be. Okay, this could end it if we draw the right damage cards. This could end it. We might actually pull this off. First of all, Lunging Stab. Draw 1 extra if this is the first attack card you play this turn. It is, so we get a 2, a 1, a 1. That 2 might have been critical. Because that's 4 damage. No. That means he has 1. And I'm allowed to play 1 more card this turn. Double Slash. Oh, my other 2! And 1, he's dead. Boom! Kaplam! He is actually dead. I am so shocked we did that. Yeah, hell no, dodge it. Oh my god, that was close. That was really close. I seriously thought we were gonna die. We drew the perfect cards at the very last second. Got enough damage. First monster is slain. That is great news. Now, we get to see what goodies we win. Lucky for us, not only do we break everything, Plunder Blade happens. 1 down, 3 to go. Well, you got plenty of days to do this. Like I said, I think it's 25 days, in-game days, which is a hunt, to finish the whole thing. And we're going to try and also fight Kushala de Aura. Choir plays as we kill the first boss. Yeah, perfect timing. Alright, so I'm going to put our little hunter figures back. Same for our Palicos. We'll get new Palicos next game, which we will play next week. That was the rest of my hand. Here's the rest of your hand. Let's shuffle all this stuff back up again. Just get it out of the way. Same for the damage. I will obviously shuffle for us. Next time, we're probably going to fight another Great Jagras. We'll decide on what we're going to do. I'll let you guys vote, but diving in to fight a Tobi Kadachi wearing this stuff is probably not a good idea. Yeah, Kush is the thing. Forgot about that. He's actually right here. He's so big. Oh my god, it's heavy. It's upside down again. Sorry. Look at how gargantuan this is. You see my hands? This is the Kushala de Aura miniature. Let me put him on the board. This is on the board. How are we going to play like this? He's going to block me the whole time. He's so big. It's just dumb. Yeah, Tobi's going to hurt. Tobi's going to hurt a lot. We also have to worry about this guy potentially showing up. That would be something. Rathalos. A lot of cool stuff here. Alright, so, we broke everything. And you plunderbladed the tail. We specifically plunderbladed the tail. Oh no, the body. Alright, so we flip this over to see what our rewards are. Let me get this over here. So the way this is going to work is we're each going to roll dice. 3 dice. To determine what goodies we are going to get. So first of all, we each get Great Jagras Claw, Hide, and Mane. Meaning we all have unique stuff. Remember, we found a scale earlier. It's definitely smarter to gear up for the Tobi hunt. I see the blacksmith first. We're going to see the blacksmith today. And try to figure out what we want. If we want to spend anything, that'd be a good idea. So. Hide. Mane. If you really want to give me a hand with this, you could actually look up Ancient Forest Greatsword Forge reference. What you're looking for is this paper online. If you can find this image online, you can see the weapon tree. And in the back of it, what I'm also going to look at is your armor that we could build. So. Well. First, let's roll to see what extra goodies we get. Oh, also, which one was broken with the Plunder Blade? We get 2 of? The claws? I think it was the claw. Hold on, let me flip this over. I think it's claws. Yeah, it's claws. So we get 2 claws from Plunder Blade. I assume that applies to both of us. Everything else applies to both of us, so I figure. So from here, actually, would that apply to both of us? I mean, in the game it wouldn't, but like the board game, it seems like that, and the board game doesn't have enough information. We gotta farm Jagras. Yeah, definitely gotta farm Jagras first. There's only 4 monsters in this game, so think of how much more grinding you're gonna have to do to get from one to the next level. And we barely squeezed by that Jagras. Alright, so let's take a look. So we are gonna roll. I will roll first to show you how this works. Alright, I got a 1, a 3, and a 6. So you're allowed to combine your numbers here in order to get a better reward. Here's the table. So you can kind of get an idea of how this is working. So I can take the 1, the 3, and the 6, or I can combine some numbers to get a specific thing that I want. Do we need Zenny? There is no Zenny in the game. There is enough stuff that we have to track. Fortunately, that's not a thing. For the sake of quantity, I'm thinking about actually taking the 1, the 3, and the 6. Just trying to get each of these items, because there's nothing in particular that we missed out on, except for the Piercing Claw. Yeah, I'm going to go for the 1, the 3, and the 6. So the 1 is a Monster Bone Small. I get 1 more of those. Great Jagras Hide. I get another one of those. And a 6 is a Great Jagras White Claw, again. Right, I get a Hide, a Claw, and a Bone Small. Alright, so I'm done. That is... Oh, no, we got... it is a Claw, because Plunderblade gave us 1. So, yours. I will roll for you, Internet. Okay, this is weird. So you got a 5, and a 4. Number 5 is a Great Jagras main. You have 1. A 4 is a Great Jagras scale. You also have 1. If you combined them to get a 10, you get a hide. So it's like either, well, you want to hide or lots of mains. Basically, you can choose or a 9, Monster Bone Small, but that's not great. I already got one of those. You're here for the Great Jagras stuff. You definitely want to improve your hunter. If we're going to look at upgrading our gear, of what would be a better decision, there's a lot of stuff you could go for. There is a great sword you could build that is a Great Jagras blade. It is in the Great Jagras tree. I do not have a dual blade set of the Great Jagras tree, so this could be your opportunity to make a better weapon. Unless you want to upgrade the weapon itself. What do we need to upgrade the armor? If you want the armor first, instead of the better weapon, because right now if you went for the weapon, it's 2 claws, which you have because you used the Plunderblade. The hide, which you have, you need 2 scales and 1 sharp claw. So you need a 7. The sharp claw is actually pretty hard to get. You have to roll 7. Yeah, based on your roll, we are allowed to share materials, by the way. So, unlike the video game, if I get something that you wanted, I can actually give it to you. And it's all written down on here, so it's easy. Well, good enough. But, so since there's no Zenny, like, having a surplus of monster parts isn't going to help you. You can't sell something and make extra cash off of it to help you buy something later. It's just like resources. So the Monster Bone Small, I say don't worry about it. And whether you go, do you want 2 hides? No, do you want 1 hide or 2 mains? I'm not seeing the main anywhere on... If you want to build his armor, if I were you, I would keep your legs. Your legs are the only part of your armor that has defense right now, and that does require a hide and a main. The helmet, however, requires 1 main, 1 hide. So truly it doesn't matter what you need. Oh my god, the helmet requires the ancient bone. You can build the helmet now with the ancient bone. So I'm just going to say, let's just go with your individual rolls. So you got a 4, which is a great Jagras scale. For the sake of, oh, you'd rather have 1 hide? You need a hide, a scale, and a sharp claw. All right, so you'd rather go for the 1 hide? You know what? That is a good determine. I think you're right. You're going to need both. So let's combine these to make a great Jagras hide. Glad I went with what you said and not... yeah, we need that helmet. That helmet looks good. And I think you can build it now. So, the hunt has concluded. We go back to the smithy, and we can now take a look at what we want to craft. On offline, I'm going to do the crafting for mine, so you don't have to, like, sit here and watch me, like, shuffling and moving cards around. But I want to know what you guys want to spend your stuff on. So I'm going to move my goods over here. This is just you. So right now, weapon or armor? What are you prioritizing right now? Your weapon kind of sucks, but so does your armor. If you're building armor, either the helmet or the mail is really good. What? Wait, can you make both? Claw, on scale, monster bone small. Oh my god, I think you can make both. Ancient bone, claw, main, scale. Oh my god, make both. You could just say, like, throw away all of my stuff and make both, but then you're stuck with the Buster Sword. I don't think you can upgrade the Buster Sword or even make the Bone Blade. You might be able to make the Bone Blade. Did you need monster bone small anywhere? So, 5 of these. Yeah, the Bone Blade's better. You could make the Bone Blade instead. Easily helmet first, armor. We can make a bone weapon. Yeah, so I'm thinking... Now we're giving up that ancient bone. Actually, you don't need the ancient bone. The ancient bone's just for your armor. Okay, so I think you're right. And it is this stack here. I wonder if they gave us extras. Like, if I want to make Jagras armor, is there enough for me? Yeah, there is. There's plenty. There's 4 of everything. Maybe there's 2. I don't know. There's also bone armor. But the Jagras armor is a lot better because it has water resistance. Oh, and it has abilities. Oh my god. So the Jagras helmet has speed eating. And the Jagras mail has Palico Rally. I'll have to read what those do and let you know next time when we actually get to this point. But, yep, here is the Jagras mail and the Jagras helm. If you want those right now, I need to check off the requirements from your board, and we'll make sure you can have them. Great Jagras hide. 1. This is for the helmet. The mane. The claw. And the ancient bone. You now have the Jagras helm. Oh, speed eating is on here. That's awesome. Okay, so now I can just tell you what it does. Once per quest, this hunter may use combat actions and preparation actions during the same turn. Oh my god! Okay, so that means you're allowed to attack and heal and sharpen in 1 turn. Whoa, that's busted. That would have saved you both times that you got carded. Holy crap. Okay, so Jagras mail. To build this, you need Jagras hide, claw, scale, and monster bone small. Uh-oh. We only had 1 monster bone small. And I think you need that to make the weapon. But that makes Jagras mail. Palico Rally. This hunter may use their Palico ability twice per quest. Okay, this is a huge buff. You got quite a buff. So Helmet and Bone Blade is the move. Make both the Bone Blade. Best move yet. I think that armor... Like, you are really tanky right now. And, yeah, the Bone Blade needed the Monster Bone Small. But, like, the Bone Blade really doesn't increase you much. So, let me explain it with these. So, right now, your Buster Sword, the only real difference between weapons is the deck of numbers that you're allowed to put with them. Your Buster Sword has 1-3, like a couple 2s and mostly 1s, okay? So if you remember from the beginning, if you read the bottom of these, it just shows you what numbers can go inside of your attack deck when you sharpen and you fight. So a better weapon just has better cards for you to randomly get between. Bone Blade is better than the Buster Sword, but not much. So I think you made the better choice of going for the armor instead. I gotta get going. Sorry to dip before the end, but I forgot I needed to do something. See you around. It's okay, Cameron. Thank you for joining. It's been fun. I'm glad we survived. Looking at the weapons, your Buster Sword's your starting one. To upgrade to the Buster Blade, you need Dragonite Ore, Macalite Ore, Monster Bone Medium. We have a Monster Bone Medium, but we didn't see any of the... We didn't go into any caves. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, in the adventure part, we could have gone into caves. But we didn't find anything in that regard. To make the Jagras Blade, we would need a bunch of great Jagras stuff, and we never got the Sharp Claw. It would be a good idea, in order to do that, to really upgrade your weapon. It'd be good to have some extra power. Ooh, they don't even have 1s. Yeah, see, that's so much better. That's so much better. Okay, you really lucked out being able to build, like, you fought, this is like, you squeezed out a victory on your first try, trying to fight this new monster, and you walked out with most of his armor set. The important ones, too. The really important ones. Now, I'm actually kind of curious about mine, and I kind of want to do this live so you know I'm not cheating, so maybe I will do this here. Take a look at what I can build. I never took a hit with dual blades, so I think I would rather go for damage. However, Great Jagras is not going to allow me to build around his weapon. There are no Great Jagras dual blades in the game. So instead, I could make the bone hatchets for... Those actually kind of suck. Their sharpness is even lower. So if you add it up together, the max slicers that I'm using right now have 12 hits before I got to sharpen. The bone hatchets only have 10, which is really bad. To upgrade to dual slicers, I need Dragonite Ore, Macalite Ore, same stuff. Like, I don't have any of that, so I can't do it. So I think I'm gonna spend my stuff on armor, just like you did. Hide, Mane, Claw, Ancient Bone for the helmet with Speed Eating. And I kind of want Speed Eating too. That sounds really good. Yeah, I might end up doing that. Jagras Male, Jagras Greaves. Okay, you know, I'm going to do the math and think about that and figure it out. I'm already over time here, but it has been a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys came out to join me on our first hunt with this. I'm going to leave a poll at one point for you guys to make a vote on what you want to fight in the next week. We need that defense right now. Yeah, I think we both need that defense right now. It needs to be an option for us to tank something. Because as of right now, if we got hit by anything, even the starting monster, it was like knocked you out completely and you were dead. Speed Eating keeps you alive. Palico Rally could also keep you alive. So if I can make both, I'm gonna do it. I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna spend some more time on that. But either way, as of now, that is all the time I have for you guys. Thank you all so much for joining me on our first run of the Monster Hunter board game. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next week for some more Monster Hunter board game.